Okay. You ready to go? I didn't hit you. Really good first night for us in a lot of ways. It started off with the defense not getting off the field like we would like to see them do it, and a really nice job by Rivers and Gates and getting downfield. They did a great job in their first drive, and then after that, I think we played pretty good football with save one play or so. So it's a good night. A lot of guys got to do stuff. We saw a lot of plays. We got tons of plays from the quarterbacks, which was great, and everything worked out really well. Really like when we're getting that football like that. The ball was coming out, and we were turning it over and getting it like we want to. So it's pretty fun.
Friday we talked about the depth inside.
Yeah, I think it showed that we were able to do a lot of stuff, in really all phases with the 2s and 3s, and really I kind of expected that we could be pretty good with those guys. So that was a good first game to give us an indication that we're on it with the depth and the things we've been talking about as far as the roster competition and all that.
Casey Williams, this is his night and the plays he made.
Well, what a great night. That was really fun to watch. He had 3 great plays, and then he had a better play with taking the ball away from the defender. Really fun. He showed what he's all about up that sideline. That was really impressive.
And Boykin, just kind of his overall night.
He had a big night. Yeah, he did beautifully. Threw the ball really well. He moved well. Made some big plays with his feet. Just was really in good command of what was going on, and we were able to mix it pretty good with him to give him a chance to make some plays. And he was, look at all the balls he threw up the sidelines and all that, were just beautiful throws. So it was a really good night for Trey.
Are there guys who are maybe just kind of gamers, so to speak, they step up in that situation more than?
No, sure. I think there are guys that, and particularly when you can't tell stuff until you go full speed in some areas, and playing the ball off the ground like that, we try to keep our guys as healthy as we can. You don't see much of those opportunities, and so the games are for that. And I think when it came to full speed, after we got going in the middle of the first quarter, I thought our guys caught right up to the tempo, and you saw guys start to elevate. We got some big hits, some really good open field tackles, some good hard running by the running backs, just a lot of good things that were occurring. And so guys do show up. That's why this is so much fun to get to this level of the process of evaluating, and now we'll crank up this film and learn a lot.
Coach, French made a big play for you on the fumble recovery, brought it down to the 1 yard line. It was kind of funny because we didn't even see his name on the roster initially. But what did you think of this play?
He was kind of a late arrival. Yeah, he had 2 fumble recoveries, I believe, and just heads up plays. He had a couple good rushes too when he didn't get to the quarterback. So he had a pretty good night first time out.
He's a guy you can look at that could possibly make the club.
I got to see him on film. I haven't seen him. You saw more than I did. So we'll have to wait and see how it looks.
Paul Richardson got hurt?
Yeah, he really was kind of self-inflicted. He took off for that ball. It was a great deep ball, and he kind of left his feet to go get it, and he just landed on his shoulder. He got crunched pretty good.
Do you have any idea if he's going to be out for a while? Or?
It's an AC sprain, and it's going to be a bit. I don't want to throw a number on it, but he got hurt.
Any other injuries?
Yeah, Jordan Simone hurt his knee, and he's got seemingly an ACL sprain from first indications. How severe, we don't know. He's had it before on his other leg, and so he's kind of aware of it, and it looks like it's going to be a while.
Is Justin Britt okay?
Yes. Everybody else is okay.
How important was getting different combinations of the line together to be able to get that on tape?
Really, I'm not that concerned about the combinations right now. I just want to see the guys play together. We're trying to keep the first group together as much as we could with the restrictions that we had, and so that it's just a process, keeping these guys out there. And so I thought the protection was very good tonight. We didn't run the ball as well as we'd like to have against them, but we stayed with it, which was good. We got a bunch of runs to evaluate and all that, so we'll see what happens.
What was your reaction to Michael Bennett staying seated during the national?
I didn't know till afterwards, and I really haven't even had a chance to think about it. And just heard it walking in the door. So I'll let you know later.
Chris Carson, what did you think of his night?
I thought he looked pretty good. He had a substantial run taken away on a penalty. He ran tough and down by the goal line. They looked pretty good down there knocking the ball in. So good. I thought a number of guys ran the ball well. So Mike Davis did a good job too, and so it's good to see. We had good activity with those guys, and like I said, it's going to take us 3 more games to figure it all out.
Was there anything you didn't see with the first team defense? On that first drive.
No, we didn't get off the field on 3rd down. It just didn't look great, and I thought they looked really good. I thought Phillip and his offense they kind of hit their runs, and they just kept the thing moving, and they converted on third down a couple times when we had shots, and we made a couple errors, and they're good enough to take advantage of it. And, he's throwing to Gates down there from about the 4-yard line. That's a pretty successful combination, and it's hard to stop. It's a good play.
You've known Kason Williams for a long time. What did you think of his game
I
tonight?
loved his game tonight. He lit up our sidelines. It was not because it was 1 or 2. It was because it was 4 big, substantial plays. The beautiful timing one that he kind of bluffed the guy and then went underneath him to catch the low ball in the fade was one. But the one he took away was probably the most spectacular. So it was just it was exciting. He does do that. We have seen him do that a lot. He's been doing that most of his career. And so to see him have the opportunity, this is kind of what we talked about. Some guys will get the opportunities, and whether they seize them or not, he certainly did that tonight.
Is that an example of his body, using his body?
Yes, yeah, he has great timing, he's got great hops, and he also knows he can make those plays. He's always been able to do that, and so it's kind of like you're playing in his wheelhouse a little bit when you give him those opportunities. And he had just enough of an edge, and he had a bunch of good balls to work with there from Trayvon, and it was great.
What happened to Amara Darboh?
He hit the ground in practice, and he did something in here in his sternum, and he worked out in pregame and wasn't quite ready to go. I don't know what to tell you about predicting on that one, but he tried to play tonight, and he couldn't get it done.
Doug Baldwin subbed out of practice. Is he okay? When he didn't play?
Yeah, I really think Doug should come rearing back here in the next couple of days. He felt pretty good going in. It wasn't a severe injury, but it was sore enough that we want to leave him home and treat him and all that.
Was Jefferson just precautionary, holding out or whatever?
Yeah, not quite ready yet.
Was there any glimpse of Shaq Griffin and how he did outside?
He held up. That's all I know. He had a chance to make a play on Gates down there, and so his first shot at a Hall of Famer, he didn't get it done. But I thought he did okay. Yeah, he had another little fade ball that was a nice play that he wasn't in great position on. We'll see. But the fact that he made it through his playing time against some guys were taking some shots at him, it's good. Good first step.
Excuse me. On the long catch and run by Benjamin, is that something you want your safety to come up with?
We misplayed the play. I'll tell you that. We misplayed the play.
Thanks, Coach.
Anything else?
Okay.
Thank you.